Hello and welcome back. Something funny there,
Yeah,
fucking bitch.
that's definitely getting left
Um,
in.
hello and welcome back to Film Club to Death with your host Richard Blackburn. And today I'm joined by another host, Joe Wood. Wave for the camera. For the audio listeners, he's waved for the camera. This week, uh, speaking of high society, we're watching 1989's Society by Brian Yuzna. Um,
Starring
um,
a guy with maybe the greatest name of all time, and I'm jealous that I don't have it. Billy Warlock.
William Warlock. That's wow.
Unbelievable having the surname
Wow.
Warlock.
I think also the guy who did the special effects
Isn't
also
he
has the best
Japanese?
name. He's called Screaming Mad George.
Yeah. I think they're like a Japanese company, or they like their thing was.
No, he's called. I mean, he's a Japanese man, but he's
Yeah.
known
But
as
like
Screaming Mad George.
their effects is good. He's very good.
Some of the best effects I've
So,
seen from
yeah.
China. We're
I
getting
love
too
I,
close
I
to.
love it when my face comes out my butt.
Turns out, I am a butt face.
That was like, yeah. Well, we'll get into it.
Uh, okay, so what I want to get out of the way first, for like 30 seconds,
Oh
is
no,
the
an
bit
apology.
where is a bit where we talk about,
Nonsense.
uh, it's scathing, satirical put down of high society, um, because there's a lot to say about that, and there's a lot of similar satirical films that go for the high society. You've got obviously the most famous one, which is probably 120 Days of Sodom. Um, and then you've got
Is
other
that the
just
most
like
is that the most famous one, or is that
I
your
feel like it's
favorite?
the most I feel like it's the most infamous one then
Good save.
because it. Thank you. Um,
I have to get off that you just
but
called it my favorite. Damn.
um, but that would require two intellectuals, two academics to talk about. So I
which
think we're just
which
gonna
we are,
we we are, but
but
we're
we
more of
don't.
a butthead
Yeah,
kind of
and we
intellectual.
we're kind of the men of the people, and
Yeah, exactly.
the people want butthead.
Yeah, exactly. So I think if we just acknowledge, it's a satire
We're
on the
missing
elite.
we're missing a trick if we don't Photoshop your face onto that butt.
So just for everyone, obviously, no one cares about academia, and we all just want to know about the butt. There's a bit where so basically the film is about our main character who I immediately want to bring up. It's rare that so for example the Blob, you've got like the the loser kid who then teams up with like the pop princess queen, prom queen, and you get like those two sides come together, or you've got like two people who have to work out their differences, blah blah blah. This film is just it immediately begins with you're on the jock's side, and I feel
Yeah,
like
like
it's rare that
he's like
you get a
the
cool guy.
yeah he's like he would still be an arsehole, but he's like the lowest
Yeah,
rung of the poshest. Like everybody else is significantly worse than him. If you followed any of the characters in this, like his so-called best mate, he's an
yeah,
arsehole too up until like the last 20 minutes. So it's like,
yeah. When he realizes this whole time, he's like, I've been trying to help you this whole time.
yeah, this guy is like in any other film, this guy would be one of the knobheads. It's
Yeah,
just that
yeah. But who we're dealing
every other
with,
character in this is infinitely more knobhead.
yeah, who we're dealing with is such high society, the upper echelon, that you see a jock. like a classic '80s jock character, and you're like,
Yeah, like he's
damn, I
got
hope this
he's
man gets it. Like, he's my guy. I
at
love
no
this
point
man.
he ever puts a roof on his Jeep. He's just driving around a roofless Jeep all the time, and it's like this
Look,
guy's an asshole.
when you're in Beverly Hills, you don't need a roof.
And like instantly, I was so taken aback by like this just film starts just straight away, as in like it's just him in a house with a
Yeah,
knife, just going absolutely mental immediately. No setup. There's no character introductions.
yeah.
Immediately, there's something
You don't even know whose house it is, who
even and
he
then
is,
even when it
what on
goes
earth is
back
going on.
to like the regular daytime, like
Mm,
genuinely, all every other character in this is massively unsettling, and I felt that the most with the
yeah,
psychiatrist. Immediately, I was like,
yeah.
"Do not trust this guy." Like he's the most classical evil '80s guy I've ever
Well, it was when
seen.
they
Like
were
that haircut and everything. I was like, he's evil. There's no
when they
way
were
this
having
guy
their
is helping
therapy
him.
session. He's like trying to explain his dreams or whatever, and the guy just comes and sits right next to him, puts his arm around him, and he's like, "You're scared. What are you scared about? Be honest with me."
Yeah,
It's like
he's.
that. You shouldn't be doing that
Where
for
did he get his
starters.
degree from in therapy? That's what
Yeah,
I want to know because he's unconventional, but goddamn, he gets results.
yeah. And you know what? If he gets results, keep him on. I
I
don't mind. I feel like, side note, immediate quick side note, I feel like they don't do that anymore. They don't keep on the weird guy who gets results.
yeah, like the
He's
Maverick.
taken to HR
Yeah, yeah.
immediately.
As the prevalence of human resources through companies got rid of the Mavericks in the world.
Yeah,
Oh, have not all
who
the Mavericks
like
just gone somewhere else? Like you know like
where though?
Life on Mars where it's like he's a police officer, but he's like the rule like they'll just get pulled up now. Or if they try to do that, it's just normally crimes. I think we've
Well, yeah,
glorified criminals within the workplace.
we have a whole TV show, uh, Line of Duty. There's like 8 seasons of finding bent coppers, which is a term,
You
not
can't
a
call it
slur.
that anymore. Yeah.
Um,
I
um,
I've never seen it,
which in the
so I
'80s,
don't know.
I just know that's what they do.
I've only
They
seen
just find
Life on
bent coppers
Mars
everywhere.
and Ashes to Ashes, baby.
That's all I've seen, and that's all a dream anyway. Spoiler.
I haven't finished it.
I had the last episode
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah. I've been saving the last episode for.
I do one episode a year.
It's like, to be fair, I did that with
Um,
Deadwood and Sons of Anarchy, where I watched all of it bar the last episode.
yes, and a mutual is very annoyed about Deadwood,
I will finish
isn't
Deadwood.
isn't they?
I will
Yeah,
finish
no,
it.
do. I haven't even started.
It's
But
long.
that's
It's not
no
that long, but
surprise.
it's an hour. Hour episodes, man. It's a long commitment.
It is a long commitment. Right, before we go off onto another tangent, just want to bring it back. So we've got Jock Guy. Jock Guy is basically beginning to. We start like as soon as in his life he starts to get an inkling, other clues from other people that something's not right with initially his
His
parents and his
family, yeah.
sister, and then the kind of world that they're
Like
inhabiting.
their, you'd say society.
Oh my god.
Like the and like his sister, you think is sound at the beginning when like that guy, I can't remember what his name is like in his
Oh my
room,
god.
and
Yeah,
it's
so the
like because I
guy
thought it was
just
gonna be like this, like him and his sister are like the ones
together.
being
Oh
no,
no.
well like the ones being um like they'll like go against the parents together, and then obviously you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
realize immediately they love her immediately more than him when they come through the door and greet her massively, and then just say, "Hey, isn't your friend outside or whatever? Like,
Yeah, is
aren't you
that
going to the
Tony? He
beach or
goes,
something?"
yeah, that's Tony. He's like, all right.
And like,
Because,
obviously, even the smaller context clues of like him having like black hair and all of them like having like brownish or blonde hair, and it's like, oh, this guy's definitely not.
yeah, visual. He talks different. Um, he's your classic, like,
He's not as
hey,
posh as them,
fucking.
like as in like the way he
No,
speaks.
they have a huge house as well.
Yeah, but all
Beautiful,
American houses
beautiful
are
house.
huge. Like,
So,
I
so the
think
nice
any
ones are like
yeah,
four
like
times as big as a
mm,
regular house. You can't be doing that. But what we're doing is the family is getting ready for a debutante party,
but yeah,
a
you
coming
think
out
I thought it
party.
was like her prom or something, or like a
No,
16th birthday
so
or something. Well,
so they
that's what I
used to,
thought
you know
initially
how I know
before
this?
they
Oh yeah,
go on.
but I know this because um,
You had one.
Saffron Saffron watched loads of Bridgerton, and basically what they do is they have a debut party where a daughter comes of age,
Oh dear.
depending on where you are, depends on what age that is. Um, and they basically have a big party to show her off and be like, she's of marriage age now. We're looking for we're entering her into society. She's just been studying and like learning how to be a real woman,
Mm.
back of house, and now we're having this big thing to show her off and be like, look, this is what we can bring to the table. She's beautiful. She's intelligent. I mean, that doesn't matter. She's beautiful. That's what they're really after.
Yeah,
She's
especially
16. Great.
back in those days, they didn't care about the intelligence bit. They left at the door.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so that's what they're doing, and
She's
they've
not
kind of
hysterical. They give it
yeah, yeah. She's been lobotomized already. Everything's fine. Um,
I didn't know that. Or
oh no, she
maybe
hadn't been lobotomized.
no, I know.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
mean
I
the
didn't know that
the?
about the party. I get that she
Did you
hasn't
not
been
have one then?
lobotomized. No, nobody showed me off. I'm still in back of house,
I was
learning.
gonna say you are not ready, are you? He's
I'm
gonna
still,
need a few more minutes.
I'm out the back with like the goats or whatever. Like
The goats.
this
You're better
first
than that.
animal for the pigs, the hogs. I'm out
Oh
there still
yeah.
cranking.
Is Richard ready to be shown off? He bloody boy won't stop cranking. Right.
He's the son of the hog you couldn't crank.
He's this damn. Now that's the story.
No, that ties it up with a nice little bow.
Yeah, yeah. So
We've got to talk
I didn't
about what.
realize.
Oh, sorry. Um,
I was just gonna say one thing. One thing that's I still want to go for out of my list of 10. Before we can just pick random shit to shoot. I thought it was funny at the start when they find her ex, like, because the son turns up and there's a van there, and they're like, "Oh my god, uh, David,
I can't remember. Yeah,
David's here, David Belushi or whatever his name is,"
John
and you're
Belushi's
like, "Oh
here.
my god, oh my god, he's just on a gram and he's fucking hungry for more." um,
R.I.P.
and he's hiding in the cupboard, and while she's getting changed, while the daughter's getting changed, and he like pops out, like jumps on her, puts his hand over her mouth on the bed, and she's like, I need to tell you, I like it has to be this way." Obviously, brother comes in, fucking throws him out,
I love
chuck
how
him
he like
downstairs.
throws him out gently and then like kind of because he kind of knows him. He's like, oh,
Yeah, and then the parents are
his
just
second name's
like,
Blanchard, and it was something like
Blanchard,
yeah, Blanchard.
Blanchard, what are you doing here? Because the mum's just like, when will you stop this silly thing? I was like, I don't think
Yeah,
hiding in your daughter's cupboard and then pouncing on her and like covering her mouth so she can't scream, and then just going like, what an annoying boy.
yeah. Like, can you what's your obsession? It's like this was an assault
And yeah,
in the eyes of the
we need to
law.
fucking we need to kill this man.
This is a
Well,
guy.
well, maybe not kill.
There was a underage woman. He's just assaulted in a room. Like he's been hiding. Like
Yeah,
this is not only just trespassing. This is like you know what I mean. Like
she hasn't even been debuted yet,
yeah, you pig.
and you're trying to get in there. Disgusting. But then I suppose it does make sense afterwards, where they're like, we don't need to worry about shit like that when we are high society.
And I think that's why I
Um,
maybe thought that his sister was in it because I thought it was like oh maybe if you get
yeah,
to a
'cause she didn't like that.
pre party, um, like she hasn't been indoctrinated yet, but obviously that's wrong
Yeah.
because she has. What do you think
Oh,
about
she has.
the beach scene where with his um, Billy's girlfriend or whatever.
What did I
Where
think about it?
like he has to go and get the invite from the party and that. Like that whole scene was just like bizarre for me.
It was. It felt awkward.
It felt like it was
Which again, it's
like,
weird having like the jock with the hot girl.
but like then having another level of like, because he's like
Yeah.
in the debate team and like on the basketball team, and the guy who's more popular than him is only obviously more popular because he's richer, because he looks like
Yeah.
an absolute freak, and all of his mates he's hanging out with. One of them's like the biggest nerd ever, and they just have him on his.
The other guy on the
Yeah,
debate team
yeah,
is it?
the
Is
guy
it
who
him?
he's
Yeah.
like going against. It's like this guy's in the basketball team and is like kind of ripped for a 16-year-old and has a blonde girlfriend, and it's like, and he's asking to go to this
In
guy's
any
part.
80s
Yeah,
film,
yeah.
yeah, this guy's like, this is the peak
And
of physical human condition.
he's asking to go to a guy's party who's like clearly like autistic.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, but you
But
know what I mean. It's just like this guy's like the
yeah,
lamest guy I've ever seen in any other movie. There's like loads of 80s films
it's like,
do that, where it's like even like Halloween 3, like the main character, all these women are falling after
oh,
him.
I
It's
don't
like
know.
it's like the ugliest man you've ever seen, and they're just like, wow,
Oh,
he's so
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like in Dunwich
Oh,
Horror
Dunwich
that we
Horror.
watched, where it's like, wow, this man's so and it's like you're looking at like the most like 80s average guy ever. He's just
You've
got,
got the
he's got a perm and everyone's going crazy for him.
yeah. You got the head of department going like, those eyes,
Yeah, that's what
Jesus.
really threw me off with this as well. Where it's
What?
just like every character in this is like wrong and upside down, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we've got the scene is like you got Ryan Gosling going up to Elon Musk, being like, "Can I please come to your
Yeah,
party
yeah,
tonight?"
I'd love to hang out with you.
And you go,
Fucking
you're like, "What, Ryan? You're beautiful. You don't need Elon for a party. You don't know what's going to happen at that party."
there's a lot. There was quite some
Well,
good hair in this. Like Billy Warlock himself, he
oh,
had a flow. When he gets pushed in that pool, it still looked great. I was like, damn.
yeah, he made me want to start wearing oversized suit jackets.
Yeah, he looked pretty
'Cause
sick.
when he walked around, I was like, I need to shave and wear large suit jackets,
He was one guy
slick back.
who's I've ever seen who actually looked who could pull off the like Letterman jacket, like the American like you know the. I was like, he actually looks alright in that, and like even
Yeah, he was hot. I
yeah,
I
I was gonna
completely
say
agree.
I think this guy's actually quite hot. And when he gets pushed in the pool, by the way, the way he like holds himself under, it's like you wouldn't be doing that. Like he
Oh,
proper like you can see him like
he, like,
trying to
tilts his
hold
head.
his yeah he's trying to hold his like something. I'm like, you only got pushed. You don't like you weren't knocked out or whatever.
Yeah, he just fell in, really. Um, so what we then get, because he starts hallucinating things as well, doesn't he? He's
Yeah,
in the
like
therapist.
in the
He
beginning,
takes a bite of
it's
an
the
apple,
Yeah, yeah.
and there's like worms in
See,
it.
I really thought there would be a lot of. So obviously, before it goes mental at the end, I thought there'd be a lot more of that after the apple thing scattered through. Like you'd see, but you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
really. There's a lot of weird stuff, but
It
I wouldn't say
only
there's a lot of weird body stuff. It's more just like you
it
get a
only
little
happens
glimpse.
twice, I think, and it's still you don't really see because when he at first after he's heard the ex-boyfriend gives him a tape and it's like them talking about how at her debut party
They're all
everyone
gonna like
gets to
get
we have a
hot and
party.
sweaty.
Yeah, you have sex with someone your own age, then we all have sex with you, and then it all gets ridiculous. And
But
he's
is
like,
it
"What
sex
the
or is
fuck
it like
is going on?"
consuming them? Do you know what I mean? Like, are they eating and
Well, he says
thingy and...
copulation. I think does he say copulation? And he's like, "What the fuck is this?" Takes it to the therapist office. He plays it back, and it's like, "Yeah, so you get to dance."
Takes it to the obvious, yeah, the untrustworthy guy
Takes it to
ever.
the creepiest guy in the world, and he's like, "Listen to this. You'll
He's
get
like, I
a
won't
real
listen
kick
to
out
it
of it."
right now, but maybe if you come back tomorrow when I could have tampered and rearranged this, I will.
Yeah, yeah. And he listens to it, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's like, I
'cause on
can't
the
wait to
original one,
dance
he's
with
like,
you. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and it's all, oh, I'm so sad that like Billy can't make it. Whereas
Yeah,
the
no,
first time
he's
he
like,
heard it, it's like, we've got rid of him. Nice.
It's like I almost laughed in his face when he said I couldn't come to your fucking party.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
And
like,
he's like,
what
what
a
the fuck
fucking
is going on?
knobhead.
And then you're thinking something's going on here. And then, yeah, the first time he goes in and he sees, like, what looks like he's coming in to get some moisturiser or sun cream or something from the bathroom.
He's coming in to perv on his sister. We know that. But
Whoa, 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 whoa. First and foremost, sun cream. Second, perv.
second,
Because
you
he
can,
sort of sees
you
through
can
the...
definitely hear her in the shower, and you just be like, "I'll just get this after."
You know what? I don't need it now.
I should probably lead myself through the bathroom and see her tits on the wrong way around.
Yeah. Oh, wait, this is beforehand then, because this is before he goes to the beach.
Yeah, this is pre-beach.
If he goes to yeah. So basically, he just sees through the frosted glass what looks like her top half spun round,
Yeah.
so he could see like a bit of ass and tits, on the same side, which obviously is not how I've done biology. That's not how it works.
Wouldn't mind.
And he's like, oh, wouldn't mind. You're disgusting. And then he opens the door, and she's just stood there, completely normal looking, being like, "What the hell are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't know." Runs away, and then when he's sleeping with Clarissa or whatever,
Yeah,
there's like a third arm that comes round.
Yeah, and then her legs all
And again, her legs are the wrong way.
Yeah.
And then before you realise, it's like, oh no, she's actually fine.
I suppose they really
So you don't
did
really
spend all
see anything.
Spend all the effects budget and all the time on the last bit, which is good. I will say
It reminded me of it had a real like Suspiria kind of feel to it, especially the newer one, because you kind of get the newer one's just a lot of hums and ha's, not you don't really see anything.
Yeah,
you
but
get
I do think
Dakota Johnson like
when
snap
she gets
in half halfway through.
that is
But
really
it's
terrifying.
only the last 10 minutes that you see where there's like the blood and the gore and the monster woman. So it kind of had that kind of.
I mean, that is
vibe
like
to
I
it.
always do think that is like a problem to some degree with stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of horror films where you come away from, you're like, the last, like, well, it's like every Paranormal Activity where it's like, the last 10 minutes is class, but it's like, because nothing happens before. No, I'm not just saying this, nothing happened, but do you know what I mean? I wanted a little more drip feeding of, like, kind of the town or like the world building a little bit more.
Well, by this time we'd already had we'd already had like Videodrome.
And
so
wasn't Reanimator out before this as well?
Oh, probably, yeah. 89 is we're pretty late on the body horror timeline, but like, so we already know, and a lot of horror fans,
and there's a lot of Cronenberg come out by now.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of horror fans with stuff like this, there's a reason why all these cult films are doing so well, and even now you've got horror expos, and people are finding these weird and horrific films from the 70s and the 90s and wherever, and people still love them, and it's just like fucked up from start to finish.
But there's always a big
That's
boom.
what people want.
Yeah, like I feel like we're in one now with like the Backrooms, and like Hokum's just come out, and it's like there's always a market and there's always a desire for like horror and like any type of horror. Do you know what I mean? It's like the body horror becomes super big. Like in the past, like during the like 2010 onwards, we were in elevated horror where it was like everything's like about grief, like post Babadook's about grief and A24 and stuff like that. And I feel like we're in a new era now where it's like,
well, The Substance kind of was that like
brought
the
that
biggest.
back a bit.
Maybe not. I don't know. Again,
But
there
it was
one
but it was
in that world, but it was like the most popular.
Like it had a big.
Yeah.
I'd say it had one of the big, like Hereditary had that as well. I feel like where it was like, you have to see this.
Yeah.
And The Substance was like that, and like even that Disney show they just brought out that is like obviously an IP
that is
IP that's basically just The Substance, and they're like, get this to television now. We need it. And it's
what's
like,
it? It's got Ashton Kutcher in it.
Yeah, it's got pedo Ashton Kutcher in it.
God. Good God.
Jesus Christ.
But that's definitely, yeah. I think you're right with the.
And
I'm looking forward to
this is a
seeing
part of,
Backrooms.
yeah, this is a part of that, as in like the Cronenbergs, the body horror
Mm.
thing is like, it's like would you ever had Werewolf in London? It's like practical effects, like transformation, and I feel
Yeah,
like that
yeah,
is
yeah.
it's like a big lead on from like the AIDS crisis and that, as in like in the 80s, where it's like it's a lot of like things happening to the body, and like every horror thing goes through like whatever society, like big societal thing is at the time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. What the big fears are at the time, and what the big like what's in the zeitgeist
Yeah, and what's like the
for
big,
people have something that is unseen, but until it's too late, he turns into a werewolf. Or
and like with that, it's like emotional. It's like facing, like with the elevated horror stuff in the 2010s. It's like facing your emotional like baggage, basically. Is like,
well, but mental health
yeah, and
has boomed
is
in
in
like a recognition of it,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and now like the new Hellraiser,
Haven't seen it.
that was all. It was shit, but it's
Yeah, I
like
love Hellraiser 1 and 2. Unbelievable.
yeah, and it was all about like, oh, what's this? Pain is pleasure, pleasure is pain. Like get fucked up.
Again,
But
some of
this,
the ugliest men ever. People are fucking
oh,
going on with it.
oh yeah. But the new one is immediate. Like she's a drug addict. Brother killed himself. I don't. That's not
And that's the same with
exactly what
the
happened.
Evil Dead remake, where it's like,
And I was just gonna say, yeah, they go
where
to a
it's
cabin
like
in the woods to help her
get
get off
sober,
drugs,
yeah.
rather than
But what I do like about the new, I've only seen the teaser for Evil Dead Burn, and I saw the last film. Did we see that together?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because a kid opened the door
Yeah,
halfway
because
through,
Super Mario
thinking it
was
was the wrong
playing
one.
in the thing, and like as it's like all kicking off, and that like drill like the tree surgeon thing starts, like the door opened, and you saw this like that, and you think like, God, please turn around, like do not
Yeah,
look on
just
the screen now. This isn't,
go.
yeah, this isn't Super Mario Brothers. Like you're going to be traumatized forever.
That would have
And
been a
she
core memory.
thank God she turned away and left, because I was like, if she could, and like it was like in the bit where she's about to get dunked in the like fucking tree cutter, like the fucking,
I mean, yeah, beyond like the first initial 10 minutes of just like here's the family, it
yeah.
all just
But
goes. This is intense.
that's what I was gonna say about before that story about, like, we're going back to where
Mm,
the new one just seems really mean again, where it's like back
mm,
to that, where it's like there's no real reason, and it was like that a bit on the last one, but it's like
yeah,
it's just these things is like sinister, and it's not, nobody's getting sober, and there's no like underlying thing. It's
yeah,
like there's just evil, pure evil in the world, and this is what's happening, and it's attacking these people or this family. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. You
It's
just
like
happen. It's wrong place, wrong time.
you don't need the big, oh, like fucking hell, like I need to get sober, man.
Do you think there's this weird thing within Hollywood about horror films all of a sudden punishing people who have like done bad things,
Mm.
where that's like come from above, being this is what we're not pushing, but I'm not saying there's like a
Because
conspiracy,
well,
but
I always think that about Saw, where some of the people like like one of the like some of the stuff they make people do, it's like they're not criminal.
mhm.
Like the woman who's the other pig woman, like her main thing
Yeah,
when she's in there is that she's a like she's got an addiction. It's like you're punishing people
yeah,
like she's
yeah,
not necessarily a bad person. Yeah, she's got an addiction compared to some of them that are like pedophiles and like murderers. It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
this
yeah,
woman's just addicted to heroin, and you're like torturing her. It's like like
yeah.
it's I'd say there's worse people out there that you
There's
could be getting, Jigsaw.
yeah, yeah. Like you can never undo uh, a fucking pedo's work, but we can get this woman off drugs and
Yeah, yeah.
um,
A good, if you put that money into these
maybe
bizarre
like
traps onto a good program, and it be a sponsor
yeah, yeah,
instead of fucking making a fucking bleed or
exactly.
whatever for reaching up.
Get oh, is that the one? There's like a
It's
pit of
Saw
needles,
2, yeah.
and they have to find the key, and he
and
just
she
like chucks her in.
and yeah, he's like, "You're an addict. Get in there." But that's the
That
one
was
I hate,
fucking
where it's like it used to. I think it's the reason why I don't like wrist stuff, like the bit in Drive where he slashes down like always fuck me up. But it's where she like reaches up and the things go into her. I was like, I remember just when I first watched that, I was like, that is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen.
My worst saw trap is
We should do one of them. I think I have seen all of them. I think me and my mum has seen all the mainline ones. We should do
I've
Spiral because we
seen,
watched
yeah,
that, didn't we?
Smile.
No, Spiral.
Oh,
We watched that
Spiral.
at
Oh,
uni.
fucking
The
Chris
one with
Rock's
Chris
one.
Rock and Sam Jackson.
That was so
He's my
weird because
father.
it's like,
You're both like 60.
oh no, yeah, yeah, and Chris Rock like produced it
Yeah, yeah,
and did
yeah.
all these things. It was just like a passion project for Chris Rock to be a detective in the Saw universe.
That's why Will Smith
Like,
slapped him.
where the
He's a Jigsaw fan.
oh yeah, yeah.
My
But
wife's
isn't there
bald
a new
because
one
of
coming out?
Jigsaw.
She spent so much money on hair care products. He shaved it all off.
Yeah, yeah.
What a waste of money.
I love how we're back to Will Smith. He comes back. He's the
He's so ingrained in culture that you can't escape him. I wouldn't want to, for starters.
Why would I want to escape the Fresh Prince?
Exactly, exactly. And goes
Scientology.
into Fresh Prince rap.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Play
Uh,
Pretty Girls or whatever that song was.
pretty, pretty girls. I like. So,
But yeah,
right, what were we talking about?
I don't think there's a conspiracy to punish in Hollywood to make horror films that punish people. But
But I think there might be,
I'm not saying there's not.
or to push the type of things that people do to then get punished, because there was always, with like slashers, classic slashers, camp away slashers, blah blah blah. It's all about teenagers having sex and then getting murdered, and it's all like that fear of,
Do you not think that's going to
this is what you do.
come back round? Like, I think with the guy who did the new Obsession film that's coming out again,
Curry Barker.
another
Corey Baker.
a horror coming out. He wants to do like with there's a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there's a new Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
He wants to do a new Nightmare on Elm Street. Do you think we're gonna have another cycle resurgence? And like with Terrifier doing really well recently, it's like, do you think we're gonna have another
Yeah.
resurgence in the next 5 years of horror where it's all these classic characters are back? Michael Myers came back. They're trying to bring the Exorcist back, and then there's going to be a new, because they already did the Freddy versus Jason, so it's like, are people going to reboot these? There'll be one that's A24's doing the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's going to be weird and like whatever, and then there's going to be ones where it's like, no, but we're putting him in with Jason and Freddy now because you can cross them and we can make loads of money.
There's gonna be, well, yeah.
We
There's
can
gonna be
we can
part
spend
of it
60
that's-
million and make, like, do you know what I mean? Do the cheap horror, but like you have these IPs that they love to have, where it's like you have these characters, like those characters, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like Michael Myers and all that are in Fortnite. Like the Jason characters, like open thingy where they're like, we need to put them in. Like Warner
Yeah.
Brothers a few years ago did a thing where like they put them in that fighting game where they're like, we need Jason to be in more things.
And what's that game? Like Dead by Daylight or something.
Yeah, they're all like everything
like,
that is in that. Like
One
aliens
guy
in
plays, yeah, someone plays the baddie, and then there's like four people have to.
there. Yeah,
You got to pull 4 levers and get out. I remember them just adding, boom, the Freddy DLC.
yeah. There's
this
the
DLC, and
xenomorphs in
whatever.
it. Do you know what I mean? Like there's.
Like,
I-
how the
I-
fuck? Why does that make sense?
I think the next thing
I think
will be these characters come back because it's been since the early 2010s they tried to. But even 2009 and stuff, there was like the Bloody Valentine reboot with the fucking guy from Supernatural.
Oh,
There was the Friday the 13th
yeah.
reboot with the guy from Supernatural. And it's like, it's been a while. It's been longer than I thought where, like, there was that newer Texas Chainsaw Massacre film that was shit. Did we watch that where it was like, where he's on the bus
Maybe.
and there's like loads of influencers on the bus and he goes through and kills them and she's like, is that even, like, they're all videoing him and like, is that even real? And then he kills them all. It's
Oh,
like,
see, I hate it.
yeah, it was bad. And like the end is him chasing the car like in the original, but it's a self-driving car, and she's like screaming, and like he cuts someone's head off. It's
But it's a
it's so
self-driving
bad,
car.
but this is what I mean. They're gonna try and bring it back if there's money to be
I
made.
think
And they can like
you'll.
Freddy hasn't been back in ages.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say, we've obviously had fucking loads of. We've had a whole trilogy of Halloween films. Um, or was the last one a two-parter? I don't remember.
No, I think it was just a trilogy.
But the Nightmare Man, Freddy Krueger. It
He
has
hasn't been
been
he
a
hasn't
hell of
been
a long
back since
time.
that first Wes Craven New Nightmare thing, is it, or like the reboot?
Yeah, so it could be, and I
And
think
that Crystal
the way
Lake
stuff's going.
prequels in the works. Like they're really
Oh Christ, yeah.
they're
They're
really
really trying. I feel like they don't put enough into anything. They just sprinkle like we're doing the Invisible Man, and they do a brilliant
which
Invisible Man.
is, by the way, have they not done any more? Like,
Yeah, and then they do a little bit of it,
I
and then
actually
maybe
think
it
that's
doesn't make
one of
enough
the
money.
best horrors that is like forgotten, because like it's so good, and like it's genuinely like quite unsettling,
Mm.
and like it's
But I think
clever in the way it's done as well, where it's like, and then it's just,
it's well done in
yeah,
the way it's
it's just
well
completely
done.
forgotten.
And that's what I mean. Like they're doing like a couple of creature features, and then they do one of these and one of that, and especially for like Universal and Warner Brothers when they
The Dooku
pump
baby,
so much money into. Well, yeah, exactly. They
bring
do a
back
little
the
bit of it.
Dooku baby.
No one cares, and then it
I care.
takes like you care, but yeah, but we don't want a Warner Brothers Dooku film. You want like imagine a neon
Yeah, or do I
Dooku
want?
film.
Yeah, but or do I want a Warner Bros. Dooku? Now they've been taken over by the far right.
They're gonna do it right now.
We're not
That's their
doing the
slogan.
Bride of Frankenstein because we don't want women leading our films. I think the
We're
creature
doing
of
the
the Black
husband of
Lagoon
Frankenstein.
who like attacks women in the lake is actually a good guy.
Mm,
It's the
he's
creature of the
misunderstood.
Black Lagoon, but the lagoon's on Epstein's island, and he was actually a good guy.
because
Yeah,
because we had free because yeah we could we
and
in this
Jeff's actually
previous
all
film
right.
there takes off his creature mask at the end.
It's what's the woman called that he uh
Oh God,
oh Ghislaine
Ghislaine
Maxwell.
Maxwell.
Yeah, the creature's actually Ghislaine Maxwell taking kids to Epstein's island.
What? Ooh, ooh. Look,
Yeah, what we've
however
really
you need
fucking
to sell a
spoiled.
film,
I feel like we
yeah.
had an
So
actual good
horror's
point about the um
about something or other.
about like the state of horror films. This is like the classic. We've had a good point, an educated point, and we've gone straight back to butt face.
And just lost it and got. I guess I am a butthead. That. Okay, yeah, yeah. Fuck all that elevated talk. So the guy calls his dad. He goes, "And you're a butthead." Early on in the
Unbelievable insult,
film,
by the way.
which yeah, is crazy. And then when they're at this end final party and everyone's going mental, the mum nods to the dad and the sister like, "Let's fucking get a room to ourselves and get freaky." While the brother is running away, which, yeah, obviously gross. I'm against that. While the brother's running away, he accidentally goes into that room and sees his mum. She like gets up and is this like weird version of herself, but hands for legs, and she bends
Mm.
down, and the daughter's face comes from a arse. I don't know which side
Comes
it
from
is.
her genitals.
Her front bottom, um, and says something like, "If there's anything weird you want to try, now's the time." Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he's like, "Fuck off."
And also, they don't kill. They
And
have a
the
funeral for Blanchard, and then they just bring him out to fucking. Surely they would have consumed him by now.
yeah, well, yeah, yeah. They save him. You got to save him for the party.
Yeah, I suppose.
Um,
Should we
and then yeah, he
talk? Should
sees
we
his
talk
dad.
about the? Oh yeah, sorry.
We haven't even got to. Wow,
No,
you're
I
gonna
was
miss
just
the
gonna.
best bit.
No, I was just gonna say we need to talk about all the effects
The
in
ending,
this.
basically.
Yeah.
But yes, so he sees his mum and sister, obviously grossed out. Then he turns, and his dad comes from like under the covers, and it's just
Unbelievable reveal, by the way. The gentle cover falling off, and then
yeah,
it's just his
it's
like.
a guy's ass. He's like kneeling on the bed. You can see his feet and the and the dad's face is just the asshole, and he goes, "Oh, I guess I am a butthead."
He's definitely been like he's gonna
So
run up
good.
here. I'm gonna just switch my head to my butt quickly.
Yeah.
Because
Like, but also, they've gone to have sex and have a good time. The mum and daughter are obviously doing their own thing.
yeah,
He's just, what, like, sucking his own arse off.
yeah, but hey, mate. Sometimes when the dynamics are going down, you got to make sure you're sorting yourself.
You got to look out for numero uno. That's all I'm saying.
But I really liked because all the
So
effects
obviously
are
he runs
obviously
away.
really good. Like when they like go
Screaming
stretching the
Mad
guy,
George.
the guy when the guy that had really long lips and was talking, I could not stop laughing at that. I was just like, that is
Yeah, because he
hilarious.
starts kissing him.
Yeah.
He starts making out, and then he. Okay, so describe vividly what happens in that scene.
I refuse.
All right, I'll
I
do
had
it
to look away because I was so scared.
because I was so turned on.
I was so horny. I was like,
It's right at the end. We've got our Ryan Gosling character, and Elon Musk comes up. Our Elon Musk character comes up and is like, fucking, it's society. I own this place. You're mine. I'm gonna suck your soul because it's just the thing is the social elites consume the weak
yeah,
and
he
the
thinks
poor.
they're aliens. You freaking aliens.
Yeah, it's like
We're not
we've
even
been here for as
aliens.
long as you. You freaking aliens.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, Billy. We'll
Um,
just do the one take. Yeah.
yeah.
God, that
And then
damn
he just
warlock.
starts he starts kissing him, and he's like, "Oh, oh." And then Billy reaches underneath, shoves his hand up his arse, and goes all the way up to grab his mouth, rips him off his face. At that point, his lips like stretch fucking 3 inches out, and he's like, really funny. And then just pokes his eyeballs out, pokes his mouth, and just rips him through and turns him inside out.
Unbelievable.
Wow. And it doesn't look. I mean, you can obviously tell. It wasn't real.
But even all the skin
But it's
stuff
not
looks really
bad though.
good
Like,
for the effects at the
yeah,
time. Like when they're like pulling Blanchard and they're all like he's about to get in his chest. It's like it all looks
yeah, yeah,
like the skin looks horrible and it's like thin and like translucent, but like not. Do you know what I mean? It was.
yeah. There's a lot of work
But the
been
lips, the
done, and the
big long
lighting's
lips,
all
really made me laugh.
because it did. That was the only time where I was like, that maybe doesn't fit, or
Nah.
not doesn't fit, but it. Nah, you're right. It was good.
I think if there's a guy with an arse for a face and you don't think that fits,
I
the
don't think
fucking
the long lips
yeah.
worked.
Well, I wanted
that made
more. I
sense.
wanted more bottoms.
No, that was really good, and you've got obviously like the judge, whatever.
Yeah.
I guess is he the judge or the
He was the judge of the
mayor?
town.
Yeah, and he just creeps in and
Smoking that cigar. That's
again
one of the wettest
puts
cigars
his
I've ever
hand.
seen. Even
Oh,
even
that is disgusting.
pre this scene, the second scene I think he's in when they're on about the earring
Yeah.
and like him listening in. The end of his cigar
Oh
was
yeah, yeah.
so wet. I was like, come on, man.
He's sucking on that
He's
cigar
yeah, I was gonna say he's
hard,
fucking absolutely dread. You wouldn't want to fucking.
and everyone's
You wouldn't want a piece of
you
that.
want to you wouldn't want to choose that, would you?
Give us some of that cigar.
Because
The cigar's minging anyway.
yeah, it's all performative.
Just have a
The
cigarette.
performative male of the olden era.
Just be a man and inhale a cigarette.
Yeah, oh, I'd love to taste it.
Yeah, what do you want to? Yeah, fucking
Shut
bullshit,
up.
man.
Just have a pint like the rest of us. But everyone covered in that like thin layer of goopy slime near the end. Everyone's like mixed with. Everyone's naked. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna have to go back and check the footage, but I'm pretty sure there's a moment where a guy takes his trousers down and just you see like his balls and ass hanging um, for like a split second.
You're gonna have to check the tape because I think you might have just caught yourself in the reflection of your laptop. I swear there was a guy who was digging balls out.
That's how I watch a film, just squatting on my chair. I'm I'm 90% certain that because I was obviously looking out for it. Um,
Don't be typing in
and I was like,
society digging balls.
Dick and Ball Society.
You'll have to
I'll find it
sign
later.
in. Oh yeah, I bet you will.
Yeah. Please scan your credit card.
Yeah, please put your face
In this butt head.
in. Butthead.
Yeah. So there's a lot. It failed commercially. Surprise,
Yeah, but
surprise.
this is another one of our cult babies.
Yeah, a film like this, I feel like if you watch it at the time, you're like, this is like you can tell this would have fucked people up at the time, and they would have gone, "Why the fuck have you made it? Like, what's the point?" People
There'd
already didn't like Cronenberg,
Yeah, I
and
was gonna
like,
say there'd have been a lot of people being like, "Why are we watching this?" Do you know what I mean?
yeah, and you could have done it. That's the thing. I think with body horror and stuff, like this whole film could have been done without the body horror. You could still have the elites and the weird shit going on. Well, you've got like Eyes Wide Shut. There's no body horror in that.
No,
Um,
the part's making you very aggressive right now.
but but it's like just an added layer of, they're disgusting, and we've made them visually disgusting as well. Um, it's linking to how we view their role in society or
Society.
what they do. But yeah, I what are
Are you gonna
you?
club?
No, I really enjoyed it. I really liked it.
I I'm not gonna club, but I've
But
enjoyed us talking about it more than when I finished watching it yesterday. I was like, or the day before, I can't remember what it was. I was a bit like,
yeah,
did I like that? But it could have just been the mood I was in general.
I know what you mean about like
I
it
was
would have
just a
been
bit
cool
like,
to have a bit more of the like
yeah,
let's let's have him walk in on something fucked
but
up and then double take or
but I
whatever.
also
But
think that's because like now I've seen so much. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like I need more. Where I'm like, because I've seen like loads of body and loads of horror stuff where it's like
loads of body,
yeah, I've
loads of
seen a
horror.
lot of bodies, but like
Sometimes I'm related, sometimes related.
where it's like I need like I need small dopamine payoffs throughout the thing. Do you know what I mean? Where
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I want to see more fucked up
Like
shit. Well, that's what I like.
tease me what's coming.
It's like why I like the Blob because like every kill was like all the effects, all the practical effects were there. It was like a lot of work.
Yeah, I
But
suppose.
I
Well,
mean,
there's
listen, I had a
definitely
good time.
inside you. There are two wolves.
Oh yeah.
One wolf is like we're not bringing out the weird stuff until the end, and we're just going like everything's weird. This is where all our budget's gone for the prosthetics and the makeup. It's gone crazy, and then you've got the you're gonna have like 10% of it in 10 minutes through the film, 10% 20 minutes later, 10% 10 minutes later, and then however many percent is left at the end. So I suppose it depends what, as in life, it depends what wolf you're following.
Yeah. It depends which side of you's out right now.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, but
And
yeah,
mine's always
I
my freaky ass wolf. That's why I avoid
inside you there
more.
are three wolves. Yeah, and the third wolf is just
It's the
is
freaky
just
orca.
fu- um, yeah, damn. I thought it was
I'll
really good.
save it. I'll save it. I'll
Always
save
good
it
to.
because you like it a little bit more.
Yeah, and I respect that a lot.
And I don't want to hurt you.
You
I don't want to hurt. I don't
coward,
want to hurt your butt face.
mate. Guess I am a butthead. Oh, so good.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna if we can try and edit your face onto that, but
I really hope you do.
can you please send me a photo of
Um,
your full arse
my
so I can
butt.
really
You're gonna
combine them?
you're gonna edit his head on my ass.
Yeah. Because people will recognize that more than they'll recognize his face.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank God. I've got that going for me.
Let us know
Damn. So
in
yeah.
either leave us a comment, send us an email, filmclubtodeath at
Mm,
gmail.com. Let us know what you thought about Society, the film,
yeah.
and let us know,
Yeah.
would you put your face on your own butt?
Would you suck your own ass if you could?
We won't read
Uh,
out your names if you send an email in.
yeah. I won't do a Reddit and dox people. Jonathan, 14 from Austin, Texas. 14.
Fucking hell, Joe. Right, and on that note, that's enough of that.
It was a random name, a random number.
Yeah, you just
Um,
picked your favourite number.
right.
And
And on that bombshell.
and we were cancelled immediately.
Right. Thank you for watching and or listening.
Thank you and goodbye.